today I'm going to talk to you about the hidden dangers of antibiotics. And so if you're taking antibiotic after antibiotic after antibiotic, you're harming yourself, okay? It's very clear. You're harming yourself. You can't keep destroying the good gut flora, the good microbiome as it's called. Your fortress, if you will, is what I like to call it. You can't keep doing that and expect good things to happen. You can't, all right? So what I want to do is kind of just really wake you guys up and bring you back to owning your body in a way that's really elegant, because your body knows how to heal itself. It always does. Drugs have their place in crisis and emergency care. I get that. I said it so many times. They kept my dad alive for 4 days, right? Once they stopped the drugs, he was like gone in like 7 or 8 minutes. I get it. That's different. That's not what I'm talking about, all right? So let's turn into the whiteboard action. I'm going to turn this around. So the hidden dangers of antibiotics, all right? Number one is that they're going to decrease the beneficial bacteria. So they're going to knock out the good guys. Think of this as your microbiome. And think of your microbiome kind of like a superhero. All right, they're like the superheroes. We are 10 bacterial cells to 1 human cell. We are 10 bacterial cells to 1 human cell. So what I like to say is we're really bacteria having a human experience. It's true. We are much more bacterial than we are human. 10 bacterial cells to 1 human cell. So when you take these antibiotics, you're going to kill the good guys, okay? You've got bad bacteria that you want to kill, so you give an antibiotic, anti-life. It's going to kill the good and the bad, kind of like a chemotherapy situation, all right? So when you take antibiotics, you're going to disrupt this gut flora. Think of your gut flora like a shag carpet from like the 70s, right? Anyways, you're going to take that nice shag carpet and you're going to really run it down to like a commercial grade by taking antibiotics. So yeah, you're going to kill the bad guys, but you're also going to be killing the good guys. You're going to be killing the superheroes. So the very first thing that you probably know, it's not so hidden, but I have to put it up here, is that when you take an antibiotic, you're killing the good bacteria too. You need bacteria to defend you, okay? The second point is that when you take an antibiotic, you're going to increase yeast growth. You're going to promote yeast growth, okay? Yeast is a fungus. Most popular one we know of is Candida, okay? And so this is really important because now you're disrupting yourself in a different way. Now you're not defending properly. Your fortress, your superheroes are getting knocked off because you're taking these antibiotics, meaning kill life. Okay. Then you're going to promote yeast growth, and when you promote yeast growth, and when you decrease beneficial bacteria, this is really 3A and 3B. These two things happen. One, these are really the hidden things here. When you decrease beneficial bacteria and you increase yeast promotion, all right, when you increase that, you're going to mess with your bile salts. Okay, you're going to mess with your bile salts. And the bile salts obviously are coming from the liver. And the liver is the quarterback of the gut. Okay, and this has everything to do with your bowel movements. When you have antibiotics in your system, you're knocking out the good guys, you're messing with the good bacteria, and the good bacteria serves to further metabolize and assist the bile salts to remove toxins and poisons from your body. Let me say that again. When you take antibiotics, you are now disrupting the good bacteria from doing their job. One of the things that their job is to do is to help to remove toxicity and poisons from your body. That's what the bile salts help to do. Okay, because the liver is all about detoxing. So what do you think is going to happen when you're taking antibiotics? Do you think you're going to be more tuned up to fight? Do you think that you're going to be more poisonous? Yes. Do you think you're going to be more toxic? Yes. So do you see what happens here? You're robbing Peter to pay Paul when you think that the medical model works. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. The medical model does not work. It's broken, and it will always be broken. The only time the medical model works is in crisis care and emergency care. If I fracture my arm in 6 pieces, clearly I'm not going to take a probiotic and expect it to heal, right? I'm going to go see a surgeon that's going to help fix me up because we have amazing doctors. We have amazing doctors in the ER. Okay, we have amazing doctors around the country for crisis care. I get that. But we have a lot of doctors, no matter how educated they are, they're ignorant with common sense because they don't understand that the body knows how to heal itself, and this broken model of big pharma taking over college campuses, taking over the textbooks, and what these kids are learning is disgusting, okay? And so this is why I'm on this video right now, is I'm here to tell you it's wrong. and people need to wake up, okay? People need to wake up. The medical model is broken, and I'm here to save 5 million lives one at a time, okay? One at a time. So one of the things that happens is we talked about our bile salts are now disrupted. The good bacteria aren't going to further metabolize and affect change on the bile salts to become less toxic as it hits the large intestine or the colon, okay? And then the second thing that happens is estrogen increases in the system. Okay, ladies, you guys are the primary people that follow me. Estrogen increases in the system. What does that have to do with bacteria? Well, the good bacteria, sorry about my writing here. The good bacteria further acts on estrogen metabolism, okay, helps get it to where it needs to go. But when you take antibiotics, now you're taking out the good guys, and so estrogen starts to really increase, and that starts to cause things like cysts in the ovaries, fibroids in the uterus, all the kinds of things that I see with my female patients. This is going on because good bacteria should further metabolize hormones. And if this good bacteria defense is destroyed, as we're saying here with the antibiotics, because that's what happens, this estrogen will now build up into your tissues like your ovaries, your uterus, and so on. So all these female problems that I see, okay, like PCOS, like fibroids, like heavy bleeding, okay, like endometriosis. I mean, all these things you can trace back to antibiotics. You could also trace these exact things. Many of them you could trace back to birth control pills, because birth control pills have a similar effect on the female gut, on the female reproductive area, as antibiotics do. Okay? So let me just go ahead and back up so you guys can take a screenshot if you want. The hidden dangers of antibiotics I want to go over with you guys are the beneficial bacteria are completely annihilated. Yeast is now, the promotion of yeast is happening because you're setting that environment and to be in a very disruptive way. You're going to then affect bile salts in a negative way because good bacteria should work on the bile salts to help the body, help the liver get rid of toxicity. And then when you don't get rid of that toxicity, it's going to end up in your large intestine, causing inflammation, will cause things like Crohn's, colitis, all these types of things that I help specialize in a natural way. And then also it's going to disrupt estrogen. It's going to create a buildup of estrogen in your system because, again, the good bacteria should help regulate estrogen in the system. And if it doesn't, it's going to lead to polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibroids, heavy bleeding, endometriosis, as just a few. Okay? So I know I've covered a lot of stuff in a short time here, but the point is the same, which is you have a smart body. You have a body that knows how to heal itself. It's time to wake up. It's time to stop listening to every single thing that the doctor says. The doctor is not Moses. Okay? The doctor is another person who happened to go to school, but the doctor is also someone who quite likely has been indoctrinated into this whole model of take a pill for every ill. The doctor that you're seeing is quite likely a person who doesn't understand that the body knows how to heal itself. They think that they need foreign or outside help. Sometimes, but not as much as you may think. All right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you want to join my free Facebook community, it's a private group. Go to healthyrebelsfb.com. Let me show you that site. Totally free, will always be free. You can get access to me in there at least once a week where I'm in there answering your questions. I run free courses through there as my beta class. So let me turn this around and show you. healthyrebelsfb.com. It's totally free. Just put your name, your first name, and your email, and you'll get an email invite to the group. I want to help you find the answers in a natural way because that's what our body is made to do. It's made to heal. It's not made that we impede it. So be responsible, be accountable, know what you're putting in your body. Make sure you love yourself healthy. This is where health really starts, is what you're thinking about quietly to yourself. It starts there. Love yourself. Join my Facebook group. It's free, healthyrebelsfb.com.